For more than a decade as Claire Fraser on the hit TV series Outlander, Caitriona Balfe has never really been open about her special relationship with co-star Sam Heughan. The measured compliments, backstage hugs, and on-screen chemistry have always been the highlights for audiences to see. But recently, in an exclusive interview with Empire UK magazine, Caitriona shocked fans, in a sweet way, when she revealed her deep feelings about co-starring with Sam for the first time. "I don't think I was prepared enough for Sam Heughan," Caitriona began with a slight smile, her eyes sparkling behind her soft mascara. The interviewer, who is a big fan of the series, couldn't hide his surprise. Not because the statement was negative, but because it contained something personal, deep, and very real. "Movie camera, he looked at me like there was no one else around." Caitriona recalls her first day casting with Sam, a fateful day that would change her career. "I walked into the room and there was Sam. He stood up, stuck out his hand and smiled. Not the social smile, but the kind of smile that makes you want to step closer, hear a second line, a third." She says that in her first audition scene, when the two were acting out the scene where Jamie and Claire first met in the woods, Sam's gaze made her forget it was all acting. "I looked at him and thought, oh shit, I'm in the eye of this emotional storm. And that's when I knew, Sam Heughan was more than just a co-star." What shocked fans was that for the first time Caitriona admitted that her emotions weren't acting, especially in the early episodes, where the two characters had many intimate, close scenes filled with sexual tension. "Red Heart, we learned to love. Like Claire and Jamie, not a real-life romance, although millions of fans hope it is. But a strange understanding between two strangers thrown into a harsh historical context where love is the only refuge." Caitriona continues, "I think when I was filming season 1, I fell in love with Sam in a Claire way. It was impossible not to. He was always there, steady, and kind. Every time the camera stopped, he was there, not as Jamie, but as his real self." She also admits that there were times when her personal feelings were mixed up with her character. "There were scenes where I couldn't bear to look at him after the camera cut off. Because I knew that the look wasn't entirely Claire's, and it wasn't entirely mine, it was something in between." Exploding Head fans were surprised by the "so real" sharing. When the interview was published, the global fan community exploded. From Twitter to Reddit, a series of comments expressed surprise, happiness, and even jealousy. One user wrote, "Caitriona finally said what we all knew. Her feelings for Sam were never just co-stars." Another shared, "They loved each other on screen, and now I believe they loved each other in real life too. Whether it was friendship, coworker love, or love, it was incredibly beautiful. Rose, I owe him the best parts of my career." Caitriona admitted that without Sam Heughan, she might not have lasted in the series for many years with its huge workload and pressure from global fans. "Sam is the one who reminds me to eat, forces me to sleep, helps me wake up after a 17-hour shoot. Sometimes he quietly leaves a cup of hot tea on the table without saying anything. He is the kind of friend who never needs to say much, but is always there at the right time." Less than 48 hours after Caitriona Balfe's exclusive interview went viral, fans turned their attention to one name, Sam Heughan. Did he read Caitriona's words? Did he think the same thing? Or was it all one-sided? On the evening of July 19, Sam appeared at the Edinburgh premiere of his short film. After stepping off the red carpet, amid questions about his new project, a journalist gently asked, "Have you heard Caitriona's interview?" Sam smiled, the smile that had made millions swoon, but this time, there was something different. A little awkward, a little silent, then he nodded. "I did. And I think, it's time for me to say something." The next morning, Sam posted a 3-minute video on Instagram, unedited, no music, no lights. Just Sam, in a simple gray sweater, sitting on a wooden bench in the woods near his house. "I've been quiet for too long, I guess. Not because I didn't want to talk, but because I didn't know how to say it in a way that was right, true to myself, and true to her. He looked up, his voice trembling slightly. Working with Caitriona for the past 10 years has been an experience beyond words. She's not just my co-star, she's the light that keeps me balanced. Wilted flower, she taught me how to love safely. Sam began to recall the first time they met at a Stars audition. I remember that day so clearly. She was 10 minutes late because her flight was delayed. I was about to stand up when she walked in, confused, apologetic, but her eyes were so bright. I don't know why, but within the first 5 minutes, I knew I was going to be with her for a long time. Sam describes the feeling of acting with Caitriona as a whirlwind but very controlled. He admits that there were times when the two of them were filming an intimate scene. His heart was beating fast not because the director said, action, but because it was her, Caitriona, touching him. She taught me how to love safely. Love without asking. Just be there, like Jamie loves Claire. More than once, Sam admits he was overwhelmed by the sudden fame from Outlander. But it was Caitriona who kept him grounded. She looked at me as a person, not as a star. And every time I was scared, she said, just look at me, Sam. Everything will be okay. He says that the two of them had many long nights of filming, lying close together in the prop tent, talking about the most mundane things, family, dreams, loneliness. I don't know if it was love, friendship, or something in between. But I do know, I've never had a connection like that with anyone before. Crying, I had a chance, and I let it slip away. At the 2-minute mark of the video, Sam looks straight into the camera, admitting for the first time what fans have always suspected. There was a time, I thought we could be something more, maybe real, but when I came back, Caitriona was engaged. Married, and I was like, I didn't say anything. I don't blame her, I blame myself for being quiet. The moment left viewers speechless. The confession was full of regret, no drama, no blame, just a man admitting that he let the most precious thing slip away. Hibiscus, if I can't love her in real life, at least I loved her for 7 seasons. Sam chuckled, then concluded. I don't know how long we'll be acting together, but if someone asks me, have you ever really loved her? I won't say her name. But I will say, I loved her, through every scene, every look, every silence on set. And it's true. He paused, looked into the camera one last time. Kate, if you're watching this, thank you for being the best thing I've ever had, even if it was just on screen. As soon as the video was posted, the entire social network exploded. The hashtag Sam Kate Real Again hashtag Sam Confession hashtag Love in Silence immediately trended globally. One fan wrote, he didn't have to say, I love you. He just told me the memories, and I cried. Another exclaimed, this is the most beautiful love, not needing to be reciprocated, just kept in the heart. Caitriona has yet to respond, but after Sam's video went viral, she suddenly changed her Instagram profile picture to a black and white image, Jamie and Claire standing in the rain, holding hands, saying nothing, but clearly, not wanting to let go. Will the unspoken words be enough to reconnect the broken emotional bonds? Or will Sam and Caitriona, like Jamie and Claire, only be able to love each other forever, in the memories of millions of fans?